Good day, class. Here I am again. This one is for parents, especially mothers, who cannot wait for their child to drop the last pen they use in a higher education, that's uni, before they start disturbing their child to go and get married. Like as if they finish achieving this now, which is uni. The next thing is that they have to be married straight away. I think you should look into yourself. Try and evaluate yourself since you were married to a man. And think back before you were married. The agenda, the list of agenda that you had, of what you want to achieve in your life, what you wish you wanted to achieve in your life. If probably all of them are not dissolved by now because of a man, because of your husband, as you are looking at me right now, because of a man, because of your husband, except for few sensible men who knows the value of what they call women and the potential they have, and how that potential can catch fire that will lighten up the whole community or the whole village. Very few of them, unfortunately. You were set out, you were pushed out there, especially our mothers. I don't know what is actually happening to our mothers. How they think, sometimes I do not really understand. Maybe because I'm a man. And I know there are some very fantastic mothers out there who are so knowledgeable, smart, career driven. They want to do wonders before they settle down to this old, maturity lifestyle that we somehow told them to move. The whole baggage in the family, the whole baggage in the family, the whole garbage also in the family. Remember I said the whole baggage, all the loads, the garbage as well, the dustbin in the whole family. Who is sorting them out? I want you to answer that question. When there are all problems and all that in the family, and then it goes to the down bottom, pushed to the down bottom, who carries them? Your husband or you? Your husband or you? Who carries them? Why do we want to be pushing a child that is not matured enough to know how to navigate what they call this wicked world? Why do we want to push them into an internal struggle that we call marriage and family as a whole when it involves children? You and I know that it has never been easy. No. You can say that it has never been easy. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, it has never been easy since we begin the journey. It is a complete school entirely that none of us has ever gone through and received a certificate, and we will never receive a certificate that cannot come. A lot will fall by the roadside, and some will succeed in it. Do you think it was smooth? That's why they succeeded? No, it was never. It was a serious struggle every day. That it was never there in your daughter's life in the first place before, and in your son's life. Now you want to push your daughter. Oh, he's married. She has completed her education now. You don't want her to also go out there to practice whatever she has studied in school. Engage with other other senior adults like yourself, who are also knowledgeable like yourself, who are so advanced in their career, either like yourself or not like yourself. Whichever way, wisdom is different from school education. Knowledge begets wisdom. There are also so many adults in your age or older than yourself who has built so much career and stability, self-achievement like yourself. Self-achievement like yourself. You've been pouring and pouring and pouring knowledge into the life of your children. Now, what they needed now, they've gone to uni as well. They've also learned from friends and even lecturers who happens to be an adult. Now, workplace is another scenario entirely. They're going to learn in another dimension again. That will be a very, how do I say, a very beneficial atmosphere to their life that will make their life a meaning. Do you know when you have done something theoretically, the kind of joy you have, and when you now practicalize it to a success, it's a different joy. It is more advanced. That is exactly what your child who has finished uni, you are depriving her of going through. Just like the way I said in my other class, that some adults were misleading younger ones not to see uni as a wonderful thing. Same thing you're also doing to your own child as well. You want to elude her from gaining more knowledge so that she can be able to table things in her face like this, Do I really want to get married? Yes or no? If I want to get married, what type of a man do I really want to get married to? You know, perspective changes as you grow older because your hormone builds older, your instincts become more wiser. Not bundle a novice who cannot tell so much about his right from his left, even though they say they are. You and I know, as we grow older, we tend to understand some things better, and we tend to realize that, what have I done to myself? If we bring about 5 or 10 women out today who are married, and you ask them questions, what do you think the mistake they have made in their life? And if they have a chance of going back to when they were in 20s, what would they change? You'll be shocked to know that 7 out of that 10 will be telling you that getting married at a wrong time was a mistake I made. Having children at a period I'm not supposed to be having them was the mistake I made. And I would love to correct it, because you know what? It has shattered my life. It has not made me get to my destination. And I feel so sad. I feel so empty. I feel uncompleted, even despite my children are doing well. Even though my husband is doing well. Not to talk of the other side of it. It is a war in some household by not marrying right. By not marrying to the bone of your bone, skin of your skin, blood of your blood, water of your water. Someone like your own, symboling, symbolis. I like to call it like that sometimes, because children, when they want to call siblings when they are young, they don't know how to call siblings. They say symbolis. Like one of my child always say symbols when he was growing up. When he wants to say knowingly and unknowingly, he will say knowingly and unknowingly. We laugh. What a wonderful boy today. Very articulate, smart to the core. A child to be proud of. Do you understand? Let your daughter drink cup. Drink the whatever that is inside the cup and drop water before you ship her out to where you have not allowed her to at least have some bit of knowledge on how she will navigate herself by choosing right. And I know you come and tell me here, I say, growing much more older, does not mean she's going to choose right. That is a lie. That is a lie. And if that happened, then we should ask you, you and your husband have produced something we should not be talking about here. I don't want to be so rude. But it shows how knowledgeable that you and your husband has been. Or probably you don't even have a husband anymore. It helps them because they become more mature in choosing right. Do you know there are so many ladies, even in their almost 30 today, like late 20 or early 30, are regretting that so many designer bags and shoes or dresses that they were buying when they were in their early 20 start making good money, that they were regretting ever buying them today. That if they are new, they will have channeled it to a different route, which is what we call investment, and that will have produced something that will be making them happy today, that they are just starting now. They were regretting it. The same thing goes with marriage as well. If you ship them too early into a confused man and also a confused girl, and then it becomes colossal confusion. Nobody could help each other when there is a crisis, when there is a problem. The man here is not man enough. The woman here too is looking up to the man. Unfortunately, there is no leader, there is no subordinate. Everybody become confused. Is that what you want for your daughter's marriage? And then give birth to confused children as well. Because someone who cannot help themselves, how would they help another human being? Do you give what you don't have? Even though I know there are some people who has given what they do not have, like my own wife has given what she did not have, because she went through fire and brimstone before she became gold and diamond. I can see it anywhere I go to, with my chest beat, without any iota of what you are going to feel. That is your own problem. I always thank my Creator for the opportunity when I saw it and I died there. Do you understand? This is not funny. Something that full-grown adult carries and break their leg. Scattered. Their life become mess because children are now getting involved. Two human beings who were claiming that they love each other, when they see each other now, it is causes upon causes they are laying upon themselves. And you people will not allow your generational uncalmness to affect this innocent child that your own daughter has brought to this world through another foolish boy who is clueless, who did not wait for graduation before he runs out. You know what happened? When you go and learn work, apprenticeship, the local one, and then you refuse to graduate and you run away, and then you want to go and be practicing that field. It's going to be loads upon loads of mistakes will be piling up for you like this. And before you know it, they will tame you, they will change you, they will put you in prison. Because you have caused serious problem in society. Why? Because you don't want to be patient to finish acquiring those knowledge so that you can do what? Excel well in the industry you claim you are. The same thing you are doing to your daughter. Forcing them into marriage. Let them breathe. Let them breathe, please. I beg you, our mothers. Stop being carried by emotion. You people will be saying, that there's no time for women. They grow old quickly because of they need to have children. Now by force. Why is it okay when he get married and have these children and loses our own soul? We saw then that we impart good spiritual positive knowledge in the life of these children. A soul that has been broken, shattered. A soul that suddenly start cursing every day, which she had never been doing before, because of your greed, because of your impatience, mother. Because men don't get involved in this thing most of the time. You don't find men getting involved in this whole mess. The men will be saying, why are you disturbing my daughter? Why do you want my daughter to go and get married? Really? Is marriage an easy thing? It's not an easy task. It is another university that none of us never gone through. We only learn them through our parents who has practiced it in a very diplomatic manner by getting it right. And then we also see our senior colleagues in the workplace as well, how them and their husband or their husband and their wife couples are behaving. Like me, I had experience during my own time too. When I start working, I never want to get married because of what I was experiencing with my senior colleagues, couples. The way they were fighting in holding steering during driving, husband and wife, with children, throwing bullets of insult to each other while driving, and I happen to be in the car, and so many other ones like that. If not because I found another couple as well, senior colleagues as well, and I see that even at their old age, their husband and wife were behaving like this as if they were just dating. They have not even been married. You know the way it is when you are dating your partner and you want to care for her, you want to care for him, you don't want anything. That is the way. And these ones have gotten grown-up children. They are no longer living in them again. And I see the way they are behaving at their old age. And I ask questions. Because me, I'm always curious. I want to know why. I ask questions. I saw another colleagues as well, younger, but in the average age. And the same thing, pleasant. And I ask questions as well. And they made me realize, just like the way my mother made me realize that the moment you get it wrong, nothing will ever be right. The moment you get it wrong, nothing will ever be right. Yes. The moment you get it wrong, nothing will ever be right. It will only take a little bit of time. You see all those love, I love you, shopping, discotheque, going out, blah, 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 showing yourself everywhere that I love you, meanwhile you lost him or you lost her. It will only take a matter of time. The moment you come into the house and you people are waking up in the morning, seeing each other now, frequently, without all this so-called mold called makeup, all this wig, another person's hair, putting on and all that, looking sparkling and whatsoever, you now start seeing your wife complete or your husband complete, I tell you what, somehow the respect drops. Even with those who got it right, the respect drops. But do you know what now hold them? It is because they settle down with someone just like themselves. Is it easy to hurt yourself? You want to like intentionally hurt yourself enough that maybe you're ready to be in a psychiatric home, but people have not realized that. Is it easy to hurt yourself? That's what it means when you get married right. And that you will have practicalized it during courtship. That's why it's not good to rush into marriage. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, pop, like that. It is wrong. The parents of nowadays are not doing justice. They are not helping their children. How do you discover hidden agenda of another human being if you don't frustrate him or frustrate her by keeping her or him for longer and engage with communication most of the time? Show up at his or her doorstep unannounced. When you come around there, oh, sorry, I came around and I said, let me just say hello to you and all that. How will you discover a lot of things? You haven't tried to even go into their household and sit down like a gentleman or a gentlewoman and be CCTV, psychologizing the behaviors and character of the entire household and know that, hey, no, not this place. Or, hey, here, I die here. You can't do all of that when you're too young. You don't have that, your brain is not as that mature. You cannot do that. And you can only do this when you take time. After studying him, or after studying her, you're so, okay, all right, okay. Now you go further. Unannounced. Their house. Yes, their family house. Unannounced. You have every right to do that. Not the one that we invited you. Yes, that's fine. Go there now unannounced. I am telling you, this my girl that is listening to me. Well, and if you are a mother here or you are a father here, please send this video through my channel to your daughter or to your son. Especially your daughter. Because that's what I'm talking about here. We don't need more crying for our precious girl. It saddens me when a woman is suffering in marriage of a problem she did not create, of a problem the man also did not create. Yes. It is not easy to love your enemy. They become enemy. It is not easy to love your enemy. You will marry your enemy. You will let your daughter marry her enemy in a mistake of the right person that they love. You need a period of time, a test of time to know that this guy, no. And that's why you are not supposed to rush into it. Yes, I know women are much more advanced in knowledge faster than man. If a woman is 25 years of age, it's more or less like 28 already. If possible, 30 years. There are some girls like that the way they were brought up, they are 10 years, they are 5 years, 10 years older than themselves. Meanwhile, some men that are brought up in that same way are not as much as. Yes, I understand that. But let them take it easy. Let them practice what they've got to do in school. Let them also see life in another context, in another area. It helps me. People wonder today, they ask questions. I don't know how you people are doing it. These are couples, married couples, or some are already scattered. Are scattered with their children as well. They say, I don't know how you people are doing it. I don't know how you people are doing it. This is the foundation. This is the beginning of someone to be asking that question in future. Some men are not called out to go and be so wicked to their wives. I'm telling you, they are not. It is just that even they themselves, they are frustrated with the burden they were never expected is going to be like this. And then they were doing what they are doing only to themselves. Yes. Unknowingly to themselves. The same thing from a wife to a man. They were doing it out of frustration, anger. Why is it like this? I never thought it's going to be in this way. Why am I going through this? And then he unleashed unknowingly to herself. And going back. They start beating each other. Some even kill themselves. And then they leave the children motherless. Or the children fatherless. Or they even lose their children. What life have you brought for your child? Simply because you do not allow your daughter to drink cup and drop it down. And the next thing is marriage after uni. After you spend quality money, emotional money, stress money upon your daughter. The next thing now is to ship your daughter to a man, a strange man, who had no clue or understanding of what you and your husband has gone through to get her to this level where she is. And you don't want her to explore. You don't want her to enjoy a single. You don't want her to build wealth for herself as well. You don't want her to stabilize her finances even before she goes into this turbulent world she's going to go in, and she's going to drop the frequency of her career, whether she likes it or not, because she's the one that will be tied down for a whole 9 months, not the man. She's the one that this office wouldn't want around for another 5 or 9 months as maternity. She's the one that those that she has trained before she went into pregnancy will become a manager, simply because the men has been consistent in their production and she has lacked for like almost 2 years. And then someone that she trained will now become a manager. It has happened to a lot of women. And because of that, they got depressed in that workplace. Some of them have to even go and look for jobs somewhere else that never with my training become my boss. That's what she's going to... You can imagine all of those challenges. You think it's not going to have effect when she gets home and the man that she's married to here is not even mature to solve his own problem, talk less of solving another full-grown woman's problem. She needs to stabilize her finances so that when she's home, a lot of wealth that she has built during a single period that you as a parent or mother or father has helped her to build will be working abundantly for her. That even right there in her house, she could create another business because she's already an entrepreneurship by building wealth for herself. That's entrepreneurship. It's a business. Imagine in real estate, imagine in investment banking, and then she's doing very well in that while she was single, and she has been able to have a big portfolio while she was single. Tell me how she will not be able to choose well in that same industry or any other place. And then when she's home now, trying to take care of this pregnancy and try to take care of the baby where she had the baby, and probably going for another one, another baby again, try to take care of them, another, she will not be able to function well at work. But she can fall back on what she has built, what you have allowed her, encourage her to build before she goes into this turbulent marriage. It is a turbulent marriage. Yes, it's only worse than each other. Why do you want to ship your daughter too early? And you can imagine some of these men here, some of them are completely domestically zero to do anything in the house to help. It's only a nanny or a house steward that can help the lady here. Imagine if she has not made so much money by herself. And the guy too, same, she's struggling, he's also struggling financially. How will she be able to engage into nanny's profession? A nanny's work rather, for her to be able to acquire them to come and help her. And the man here will go all out there to go and fight to make sure she gets things done. And by the time she comes home, the wife is complaining and say, I have a headache. The man will say, what is it? What headache do you have? Do you know what I've gone through today at school? At work. Do you know what I've gone through? You just at home since morning, you're doing nothing, and you call it everything. You call household chores nothing? Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. Cleaning. Putting every house in order. Cleaning, when we say cleaning. How has it eluded your dictionary that is a profession on its own? Cleaning alone. It is someone's business. Even become so gigantic. And then they have chains of cleaners to maintain your household. They were paying you wages per hour, salary at the end of the month. That's nothing that you did not get involved doing with your partner. Neither can you afford to get a cleaner that can even come in probably twice a week or 3 times in a week. And your wife is pregnant or your wife is nursing a baby. You can't even afford it. Your wife too, her mother has not let her build financial wealth, stability for herself before she settled down. She can't also afford it. You don't know that is a profession on its own, and that's a company on its own. Again, cooking, going to shop in the supermarket and come home and do cooking for the whole household. It's also eluded you that chef is also someone's profession. Yes, you have forgotten that it's a professional career, and someone also has built business through hiring chefs and sending them out to go and solve family's problem. Or probably your wife will order from catering company. You have forgotten that is also a profession. 2 people's profession here now. Your wife is doing them alone. And you are saying, what have you done? Just because you are frustrated from work. And it's as a result. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. It is still as a result of not being mature, not knowing what to do. Is it possible for someone who has not undergone the pain of another to understand that person? No. While you were at home with your parents, they never let you. After all, you are a man of the house. They never let you do anything house chores. They never let you build what they call long suffering. To stabilize yourself, to make you balance. They did not build your foundation. You don't do anything that has to do with house chores than for you to play games, than for you to ask for food, than for you to eat, than for you to sleep, and for you to study, and that's all. You don't do anything in the house. So tell me, how are you going to understand the pain that comes along when you have to sweep the whole house, wash bathroom from head to down, toilets, deal with all of those chores routinely? When I say routinely, it's not something you do occasionally. Routinely. You sweep virtually every day in your house. toilet, the 2 toilets and bathroom that you have in your household, you wash them sparkling like a cleaner every weekend. And sometimes during the week when they come dirty, your parents will say, did you not see it dirty? If they are not doing it, if your parents are not doing it, did you not see that place that you're coming out from dirty? The bath? That's what I mean, routinely. If you haven't done it in your life, how will you feel that your wife is doing a professional job, dropping her own career and doing a professional job, and you appreciate? You can't appreciate. You can't give what you don't have. That's why that you don't realize. You suddenly, your brain will not, show to you that is two people's profession. Your wife now has become a cleaner and also a chef. Apart from what she studied in school, that she has been able to drop because of you both, this pregnancy here and these babies. And you don't want to appreciate, you don't want to see the importance of what she's doing. It's as a result of you lack this domestic upbringing. You lack this domestic knowledge. You were not putting through the fire to feel the pain, so that when somebody is doing it, even in your workplace, a cleaner is cleaning, a chef probably in your workplace, you treat them like they are nobody, that they are beneath you. It's as a result of that. Yes. It's just like when your parent did not teach you how to spend. How do you know how to save money for the company when they made you the hem of affairs? How do? So, they need this. The maturity is very, very important. Don't ship even boys. We get affectionate about each other, and we don't know what is the doom that is ahead of us. We don't know. It's not even a challenge. It's a doom. Because you can imagine, when you settle down with the hope that you love your other partner and the other partner loves you, and you're going to do well, and at the end of the day, you're cursing each other after 5 years or 10 years, blocking each other from seeing their children. I mean, that is total wickedness to one another. And I feel for you, because you are just depressed. You are frustrated. And you think you need to express yourself. That I understand. It's literally not your fault. Yeah, it's literally not your fault. It is just that you don't know how to navigate the anger that this person has done this person has destroyed you. That's the way you are feeling. And I need to go all out there and destroy him too, or destroy her too. That's why you are doing what you are doing, which are actually wrong for your children, depriving them of seeing the other formidable partner they need in their life. Especially when the person is not a drug addict or is not prostituting. Is not in a danger to his or her children. That's when we can say, no, we can't allow him or her. But when that is not, when the problem is just between you and himself, or between him and yourself, what has it got to do with depriving your innocent children from the person that brought him or her to this world? I know, I understand you. It's not your fault. But please, I want you to have a rethink from now on. Otherwise, I can tell you for free, I've been in this world too long to know, you will regret depriving your partner from not seeing, from not having access to your children, to their children. You will regret it. Children are very delicate. They come out in a way that you never in your life expected, with everything you will have done to satisfy them. They will shock you. That is children for you. So it is better now Let that partner contribute into the pain you are going to go through alone. Let him or her also go through the pain as well, so that you're not going to make it easy. Yeah, I understand. But share the pain now, so that you will not continue the pain alone in future, even when the children are no longer, when you can no longer control or manage the children anymore. And this father or this mother we are talking about here, the children will bring that person back to their life, and you'll be what? I don't want to say it. You will explode. Or you accepted your cause. Please, it's very important. On this note, I think I will end it. Try and appreciate your wife, especially when you get it right. I know it's not difficult to appreciate your wife or your husband if you didn't get it right, because you can't love your enemy. It's not possible. We have to call a spade a spade. You cannot love your enemy. It's not possible. Somebody is wishing you bad, you're definitely going to wish the person bad. If somebody is wishing you good, you're going to wish the person good. It's like that, tit for tat. That is what this life is. There's nothing you can do about it. Ṣe mi kí n ṣe ẹni, do for me, I do for you ni. Yes. Mi inú ò bá gbọ́yìn kì, àmì tètè ò bá gbọ́yìn kì, inú ò kì í bàjẹ́. If my ear did not hear evil, I can't feel troubled inside of myself. Tó ti yé sí, ọmọdé gbọ́n, àgbà gbọ́n, òun la fi ń dálẹ̀ fẹ̀. An adult's wisdom and children's wisdom is what we combine together to do things right. So please, the core thing here is that let your daughters breed, so that they can get it somehow at least right. They'll be mature to know what they actually want, so that they will run away from the one they don't want. Okay? The way they were thinking 2, 3, 5 years ago is different from the way they're going to think thereafter. And it helps them to navigate well. Don't let us use road sign to get to a journey. Road sign to get to a journey of 1.5 hours and ended up there in 10 hours. Please, let's let our daughters breathe. It's important. Thank you. God bless all of us.